This jawline is finally starting to come in. Why don't you guys do me a favor and go back to my first video. It was like 2.5 months ago, and just watch the first 5 to 10 seconds and see how fat my face was. That is one thing that like blows up when I'm bulking, and I was heavy, and it was just like triple chin. That's one thing I love when I'm dieting. I can actually get like somewhat like symmetrical face, a little aesthetic. But hit a new weigh-in today, 205, feeling really good. I hit my weigh-ins whenever I come home from work, not in the morning. I don't feel that lean in the morning, probably because I don't sleep that much. And I eat an early lunch and then come home around 5, weigh myself, and that is always my leanest part of the day. Come home then, eat a big meal, end my night. That's probably why I have heavier weigh-ins in the morning. But I am about to go hit a chest workout, so I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm probably on like, I honestly can't even estimate how much caffeine I'm taking in a day, because I don't know if you guys have this problem. The kid right next to me has it too. He's new. But we just pound coffee in the morning. It'll be like, you know, like, I don't know what it is, 22, 24 ounce cups, black coffee. Put some, I always go black with 2 or 3 Splenda. Whether it's Dunkin', McDonald's, regular ice or hot, it's always that combination. 3 Splenda, black coffee. But I just pound that all morning, and I don't even know if I need it that much. Like, I don't know, like, I can tell from the first cup, but I always just like keep drinking it then, and the count can probably exceed at least 1,500 milligrams. Some coffee's really strong, but I'm probably hitting close to 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day, and it's probably mostly coffee. So I should start to ease up. Pre-workout's still hitting me hard though, so I'll continue to take it. The best day of the week, it's chest day. Tuesdays are always chest now. All the bars are open. Everyone's in there on Monday doing it, so got a good workout in here. Usually I'll go 4 or 5 exercises for chest. I don't like going super crazy heavy volume. I like keeping it like 16 sets of a chest workout. I found doing less actually helps me more, at least in growing and whatnot. But started out off with some incline. I don't really start off with incline as much as a lot of people do. A lot of people talk about their upper chest being weak and stuff. And I think decline honestly works the chest, the entire chest, just as good as a lot of incline movements. So usually don't do this as much, but it had good lighting, so I was gonna go for it. But here is a set where I thought it was gonna get going, and then here it just, yeah, I don't know what happened on that second rep. Only got 3 reps of it. So maybe a little bit of decline in my strength, but pretty much still really good. It was one of those days where, you know, you're kind of dragging all day, you're in a bad mood, you're in a bad mood at work. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys get in these, but you get frustrated at yourself if you like aren't thinking really on point. When I was at work, I was kind of like that, but then I got home, took my pre-workout. A lot of time when I start recording too, I get into like the best moods. I get really confident and stuff, and I just feel a lot better about myself. So during this workout, I felt really good. Not dragging or anything yet, not getting in those moods like I did, you know, when I did bodybuilding contest prep before. But I'm sure once I get to that point, you know, those mood swings would definitely come, especially with the longer days, less sleep. So as of right now though, I'm just going to enjoy this. And it kind of comes across my mind sometimes that I want to compete, but I don't know if that's feasible right now. It would actually be I would probably try to find a competition in Texas in really the early part of September, but I don't know how good of a chance that would be, maybe 20%-ish. I still kind of just want to have fun with this, grow my social media, grow my Instagram, YouTube, you know, really show you guys how I go about a cut. But that was a workout, always ending my chest workouts with side laterals, keeping them pretty light because I need to bring up my shoulders. But that's it, guys. Gonna get my post workout. So finally breaking through that 205 mark. The abs are starting to come in. But one thing I've actually been getting lazy with is I haven't been doing like as much abs, barely any the last week. But once you get those body fat levels low enough, they will start to come in no matter what. So finally even seeing some veins coming in my arms. Chest not so much yet, waiting for those striations still. But just gotta be patient. So I gotta get some dinner, and I don't know if you guys ever noticed this scar, but I want to talk about how I got it. Going with some leftover mac and cheese for dinner. Fats are low for the day, so I get to treat myself a little bit. If you If you guys haven't figured it out yet, I am a ketchup fiend. Put it on everything. Not just that, but like all condiments too. I feel like I always need condiments. I'm not sure how confident I am with that mac and cheese, so I left some wiggle room. Just logged like 2,700 calories today. Used the KFC, 135 grams, 3 servings, so maybe it's kind of close. I don't think it was much more though. It was probably a little bit more fat, so estimated around more like 700. Watching my friend's parakeet this week. He is on vacation at the Outer Banks, so going into his house now. He usually has great diet sodas. That's one thing I need to start going, because once you start getting like really low on calories and stuff, I crave like soft drinks and flavors all the time, so I start drinking Diet Cokes, Coke Zeros, Diet Snapples, and that is one thing that I need to start getting on my grocery hauls. Oh, the Snapple's out. And the Cherry Coke is not diet. Just picked up our brand new outdoor furniture a few weeks ago. Loving it so far. Still using the same old stuff though. Alright, so I'll try to get this in before it gets too dark and my camera's dying right now. So way back to my sophomore year of college, with this scar, I want to talk about this. You know, I feel like everyone's got their story about, you know, when they get close to dying or something like that happens and it's kind of life-changing. Well, mine was my sophomore year. Going into my second semester, my sophomore year of college, I actually dropped out. Wasn't even sure I was going to go back to college, but I eventually did. But just completely changed everything. My perspective on, you know, going for things that you're timid about, stuff like that. But what happened was I got sick at home before going back to the spring semester of my sophomore year. Didn't tell, well, I told my parents, but kind of refused to go to a doctor, refused to go to a hospital. And deep down, I knew something was wrong. And what it was appendicitis, which that's not anything like major, but if you let it go, it will kill you. And I had no clue what an appendix was. I didn't even know what an appendix was or appendicitis, but it's actually really common. But it turned out to be really bad. I waited a week until after it burst, but probably the luckiest person, you know, luckiest situation there, because I was at Bloomsburg, where it was like this, which Bloomsburg is like this little kind of dinky town in the middle of Pennsylvania in the woods. And it turned out the hospital, literally like 500 feet away from my apartment, had like one of the best like stomach surgeons for these types of things in like the state. He was doing it for like 35 years. He said mine was the worst he's ever seen, which is like insane. But like if it would have happened 20, 25 years ago, because I had so much, like it was so infected because it was burst for so long, so it was giving out all that infection. I was septic. There was peritonitis in there, which is like 50% death rate at that point. But for my age, just for my age, it's probably 50%. If you're an older person or a younger person, it was probably higher. So got really lucky because I had him, you know, doing all the surgery and stuff. But I was there 2 weeks. I ended up dropping out. But it was one of those things where I was always so timid to go for like different jobs and stuff. And then this happened and I was just, you know, I had a completely different mindset when I got out of the hospital, because I thought, you know, I have nothing to lose now. So, you know, why not go for that job? Why not go for that, you know, it's pretty much the whole career thing. I never knew I could do anything. I didn't think I knew anything about business. Put myself in different situations, got a good internship, which led to another good internship, which led to a good job out of college. And it's just led me to this point, and my life would have been completely different if that didn't happen. I have no clue what I would be doing right now. I might not even have a job. So, you know, I just wanted to share that story because it was one of those, there's so many things that happen where I think temporary changes, you know, you'll see something, get motivated and maybe be motivated for a little, but it won't last. This was something that was just like completely changed my perspective, and it made me so different, made me more social, made me go for things and get uncomfortable with myself if I wasn't feeling it, because I thought I had nothing to lose. So, you know, I just wanted to share that story. That's going to be it, guys. Keeping this log pretty short. Just wanted to put some content out there for you guys before the weekend. Sorry about that, guys. A little battery malfunction. It died on me, but I am heading to bed soon. Another thing with that first video, like I brought up earlier in my video, to go back and check my first one. The first one, right when I started talking, like I'm out of breath after like 10 seconds, probably because I'm bulking so hard. So just the difference of it, just the big face, just the breathing. It was so different being 23, 24 pounds heavier to this point. So feeling a lot better, a lot healthier. But I'm going to head to bed, and I will see you guys again this weekend.